Right now, am on a study abroad to England and Scotland.
We have gone to London, Bath, Lyme Regis, Edinburgh, Fort Williams, and the Highlands.
Right now, we're at Charles Darwin's Down House. This is cool. Inside, it's like preserved a lot how it actually was when he lived here. A lot of the original furniture and decorations. And then out here, it's just like complete tranquility.
I've always wanted to travel here, honestly. My dad traveled here a few years back and it just seems like an amazing place to visit. Second reason is basically the birthplace of modern geology. There's so many important sites here like Lyme Regis where, so much of our modern understanding of the world came from. We're going to be visiting Sycamore Point later. It's a chance to visit these incredibly historic and important sites.
So we've been fossil digging, rock digging. Myself, I've just been picking up every single rock that I think is pretty. And I found some cool fossils when we were back in Bath. We also got to see some churches and really just experience different cultures and how they worship here, which I have personally found interesting.
My two favorite places have been the Natural History Museum that was in London. And also, I loved going to Lyme Regis and going fossil hunting. Seeing those beaches and seeing fossil shop after fossil shop there was just so much fun.
I thought London was just beautiful. I really thought it was a really pretty city. I mean, it was like a movie city. It was like you're in a movie or something. I really liked the Natural History Museum. I thought it was absolutely beautiful, and it was huge, and it was, again, picturesque. I was looking at specimens and things that were like stuff you see as examples in books and things like that.
I'd say the whole 3 days we were in London was amazing. All the touristy stuff, like Elizabeth Tower, Westminster Abbey and Palace. It was cool seeing those places, and not really I wasn't particularly looking forward to it because it's the touristy stuff always kind of happens, whether you're really looking forward to it or not. But seeing those buildings and knowing getting there and being oh wow, these are actual iconic buildings that are already implanted in your brain growing up. It was cool to kind of see them in the middle of the city, in the atmosphere of the entirety of London.
Climbing to the top of Arthur's Seat was definitely one of the highs, literally, of this experience because you could see all of Edinburgh. You could see it felt like everything, and I loved climbing to the top of Arthur's Seat and just being able to look out.
Currently, we're on the top of Arthur's Seat, which is an ancient volcano in Scotland. We're in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And it's very important because this is where James Hutton realized, hey, rocks didn't just form as sedimentary rocks. And this is the start of where we start to see igneous rocks because this is all basalt that we're standing on right now.
My impression of the Highlands is that no movie has done it justice, really, because it is a gorgeous place. It's near religious almost. It is a very hard place to describe because it is beautiful.
In the long run, I would say this experience has helped me in so many ways. I've learned how to use public transportation. I've made deeper connections with my peers in my program. I've learned about geology and a bunch of sciences I never would have known about before. I would say the highlight of traveling this much has definitely been getting to see all the things that we've been able to see. If we just stayed in London for a week, I would not have been able to see the coast of Scotland, the Highlands of Scotland, the cities in England, the countryside in England. So that was what I really like traveling this much, to be honest.
I am very glad I studied abroad. I really don't feel that far away. I may not be able to run to around the corner to my parents' place, but there's so many shops here that distance isn't really a worry.
I would highly recommend it. It gives you a chance for a much lower cost than you would otherwise have to pay. It gives you a chance to explore new cultures, new places that you might never have thought you wanted to even go to. It's an opportunity that you shouldn't honestly miss. I have regret regretted not taking similar opportunities in the past.
I would say do it because one, it gets you out of your comfort zone, and all of us come from different backgrounds, but I found all of us kind of meeting in our room and we're talking about what we experience in life and we're laughing and getting to know each other, and I made like 20 new friends.
I would have never got to do most of this stuff if I didn't study abroad. And so I'm just really glad that I did. I'm never gonna forget any of this. You know. So yeah, very, very, very cool thing to do.
Absolutely study abroad. Everyone always says, oh, you should study abroad. It'll be a great experience, but I have learned more in these last 6 days about a different culture than I even knew was possible. I've learned things I didn't know. It's just really good to have a different cultural experience besides Northern Kentucky because the world is so much bigger than just NKU.